If I had to start all over again to the beginning of my weight loss journey when I was over 235 pounds, these are the things I would start doing sooner. This topic is really close and special to my heart because fitness has completely changed my life for the better. And there are just certain things I wish I would have known sooner, that I wish I would have started doing earlier. First things first, if you want to lose weight, you need to walk more. Did you know that 30 minutes of brisk walking, just having some pep in your step, burn literally like 200 calories? When I first started on my fitness journey, I was in the gym like crazy, okay? Constantly in the gym, but I was still eating like crap and I wasn't walking really at all. I would just walk to the machines I was using in the gym. But when I started walking, I started around like 8,000 steps and then eventually I got to 10,000 steps a day. I'm telling you, like, I could see the difference. Also, it just improved my mental health in general. Like, walking outside, hearing birds and stuff helped lean me out. And I think that if you are on your fitness journey and you are heavier, sometimes it's communicated to you like, go to the gym, pump iron, do this, do that. And sometimes it's, first of all, you may feel embarrassed, you may not feel comfortable, it may be very, very difficult for you to just up and start doing all these workouts. But if you are a beginner, just walking, try walking start with like 35 minutes every single day. You are going to see the difference and you're going to feel better. And before y'all say anything, I do live in California. I know that I'm in a very privileged state where most of the time the weather is decent. But I'm about to show y'all something. 1 second. This is an indoor treadmill, okay? I will link it in my Amazon shop below. And if you can't go outside and walk, get you a treadmill. I think this was around $100, maybe $140, $50. And yeah, it's a bit pricey, but it's an investment. You can use this thing when you're watching TV. You can use this. My whole thing fell, y'all. Use this to start on your fitness journey. And this thing goes pretty fast. I usually only walk maybe on speed like 1.2 maximum. So if you can't go outside, get a walking pad. This next one, I know you guys are not gonna want to hear. If I could do it sooner, I would get rid of eating fast food. Trust me, I know how hard it is. I had some really bad days and I go to Chick-fil-A drive-thru and I'm just like, you know what, my life's not that bad. I just need a Chick-fil-A. But I'm telling you, it's not doing anything for you. There's nothing good in it and you're probably overeating. Like right now I'm in a calorie deficit. I rarely go over 2,000 calories a day. And that's how I've been able to lose weight, attributing to also working out and all that, but calorie deficit is huge. But if you're going and you're eating out multiple times a day, those meals, usually on average, just a regular meal with a sandwich and a drink and fries, that usually is upward to 1,000 calories. And that's just one meal you've had. So imagine you eat that one meal and then you eat 2 other times that day. No wonder why you can't lose weight, because you literally are overeating. You're over consuming. I stopped eating fast food. I haven't had any drive-through fast food since October of last year. Yes, I've still dined at restaurants and things like that, but I'm more conscious of what I'm eating. But I haven't physically gone to a drive-through since last year. Is it difficult? Absolutely. Do I miss Chick-fil-A like every other day? Absolutely. But my goals and what I want and how I've seen my body change, like, look at these photos, okay? This is me eating fast food, eating whatever I want, having a short-term mindset where eating something that felt good in that moment, felt so good in that moment, right? But then I had to pay for it with my body and how I felt about myself. And often fast food leads you to be more sluggish, and it just umps your cravings. That's why it's addictive, because you start eating it and more it just becomes irregular. So that is me, fast food. This is me now. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. But you cannot lie to my face right now and tell me that you don't see a difference in this body. Okay? Proof is in the pudding, okay? So If I could do it sooner, I would stop eating fast food. You can't go cold turkey. Just maybe be more mindful and limit your meals. So if you take a look of what you're eating now in terms of fast food and maybe try to cut out one or two things. So if you eat fast food 4 days a week, start eating fast food 2 days a week. And slowly but surely, like, get better and better. Another thing that I would absolutely do sooner, if I was to do it all over again, is I would stop drinking alcohol sooner. People have very different opinions on this, but for me, in my personal journey, I noticed that I was really just drinking out of habit, out of being out. When you go out with friends or you go out to an event, that's what you do. You get a drink. Oftentimes, I necessarily didn't even want it. I would often not know my limits, and it's just empty calories, and there's nothing nutritional in it at all. I didn't realize how much of a social drinker I was. Like, if I was going out on weekends, say if I went out Saturday and Sunday, and I hung out with people, and Saturday and Sunday I'm drinking, and I wasn't like a one drink girl. Like, I would get maybe two to three drinks, and then not to mention, like, if we're doing shots or something. And first of all, I'm in my 30s now, so alcohol definitely affects me differently. In my 20s, I could drink more and bounce back, but as I've gotten older, it just started affecting me more. Even wine. I got to the point where if I drank wine, I just didn't feel good afterward. For me personally, I don't miss alcohol at all. Every now and then, I'm like, dang, a margarita would sound nice, but I just get some sparkling water with some lime and some salt, and I'm like, and I feel okay. So, and this is a hard one for people, but truly, I would have stopped sooner because I think that I was just drinking my calories, and the worst thing you can do is drink your calories. And there's a lot of people, you might get offended by this because I'm talking to you, but hear me out. It's a lot of people on their fitness journey, and you're working out and you're eating clean, right? But you still are drinking, and your body is suffering for it, and you're not exactly where you want to be because you can't give up alcohol. I haven't had alcohol since October of last year, and I plan on continuing the rest of this year too. Now, will I ever drink again? I don't know, but overall, I don't miss it. I'm not craving it, and I've seen how my body has changed and the benefits without it. So another thing that I would definitely do sooner is lift heavier. Often, like women are, I was very scared of lifting heavier. I was like, I don't want to look bulky. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Women who are bigger in mass, you're never gonna look like them. Like, that's all they do. They're usually professional bodybuilders. That's what their life is. But you lifting a little bit heavier isn't gonna make you look like that. What it's gonna do is it's gonna completely tone you up. It's gonna make you look more feminine, lean you out. I can show you here with my back. My back, was an area that was just bigger in mass. And then once I started lifting heavier weights, it's leaned out, and it's created more of an hourglass, honestly. Like, me lifting heavier, I feel like has attributed to me looking more feminine. If I was to do it all over again, I would get my butt in the gym and I would lift heavier. Now, you have to be careful with this. I'm not saying go and pick up the heaviest weight you can find. If you're currently doing bicep curls and you do 10s on each side, and if you're able to do a lot comfortably, try 15 next time. The next week, try 15. Engage how it is. And then 15 feels kind of light. Finish your set, finish that. Next week, try 20s. And then if 20s are like, oh, this is good, stay at 20s for a while until you feel like you could do more. And that's what progressive overload is. And that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to lift heavier slowly but surely. And some workouts, I'm staying at a low weight. Like, I can't go past 10 pounds on certain workouts. But there's other ones where I'm pushing over 100 pounds certain times. So I encourage you as a woman to not be afraid to lift heavier weights. Before we get to the last tip, if you guys are enjoying this content, make sure you subscribe and like and comment below. I really want to hear from you guys. I really want to build a community with you guys. And I know that we are all in very different stages of our fitness journey. So let's support each other. The last thing that I would do sooner is find the joy in the hard. I used to avoid hard things at all costs. If it was hard, I didn't want to do it. And I think that that's why I was so stagnant for so long. But once I started to embracing doing difficult things and overcoming those difficult things, it's honestly a confident booster. It really builds your confidence. If you are struggling with having confidence and feeling like adequate, I encourage you to do hard things little by little, and you will see that you are so much stronger than you give yourself credit for and than what you initially thought. When I first started running, my mile was like 13 minutes. Embarrassing. But I kept at it. I kept doing it. It's very freaking hard, right? There's nothing easy for me about running. But I kept at it. I kept doing it even though I didn't want to. And I kept showing up, and eventually it got easier. Still not easy by any means, but my mile has gotten down to around 10 minutes, and my shortest one recently was 9:45, which is insane that I am able to run a mile consistently without stopping for 9 minutes and 45 seconds. If you would have told me that 2 years ago, I would have literally laughed in your face and been like, girl, I hate running, stop it. But I'm telling you, like, when I challenge myself and do difficult things like running and I overcome it, it gives you a confidence boost. Now you're like, oh, what else can I do? What other hard thing can I do? And I think that if you find the joy in the hard, you will come out greater and you will come out a better person. So I encourage you that I know that being fit is very difficult, right? That's why a lot of people don't do it. It's a very hard lifestyle to maintain. There's a lot of ups and downs because people get motivation, they get inspired and they want to pursue it, and then they see how difficult it is and they fall out. But I think that if you truly want to change your life and you want to be better in all aspects of your life, find the joy in the hard. Thank you guys so much for watching. I always have a great time talking with you guys. And if you like this kind of content, like I said, make sure you subscribe and make sure you follow my socials down below. I post a lot of workouts and inspiring things on my social media. I really want to connect with you guys and see your fitness journeys. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.